September's update for Chelmswood Junction. Roll the intros. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Chelmswood Junction. I'm Peter. This is the August-September update for the channel and the model railway, and as you can see I'm outside. Unfortunately Chelmswood Junction no longer exists. It is a pile of scrap wood at the local council tip. Reason for this: no, I am not leaving the hobby, don't think that at all. I am still in the hobby. I have had to move. 3 weeks ago, actually 4 weeks ago, we was contacted by the council, because I lived in a council property, and they informed us that because we had a disabled house that they needed the disabled house back. Now what I mean by we had a disabled house, it had a ramp to the front door, it had adapted taps, so it was easier for somebody to turn the taps on and off. We had a wet room with handles around the shower and around the toilet, and we also had a lift, as you guys know, that went from the front room up into the spare room. Obviously they had a lady that needed that property a lot more than what myself and my wife needed, so they said to us that they were bidding on a property for us, and we were successful. And thankfully I now live in a brand spanking new estate. I have now a 2-bedroom house, and yes, it has a loft, but unfortunately the requirements from the landlord for these properties is that you cannot do anything on the wall, so I can't even put any pictures up at the moment. I can't put my speakers up for my stereo system, so I can't do anything in the loft either for a year. So got another 50 weeks left before I can actually do anything in the house. When it comes to the railway side, I am going to eventually build a model railway garden in the house. Oops, sorry guys. As you know, I don't do any editing on my videos. Let's just try and undo that a little bit better. That's better. As you can see, I have a fairly large garden. I don't know what the size is, haven't measured it. And also in the corner is a lovely little shed. Again, the landlords who are building the properties, for every single house they put a shed in, and as you can see from that, there is a window missing from the shed, so they've got to either repair the shed or they are actually going to completely replace it. Which one of them I don't know, and when it's going to be I don't know. So that could be a control room for a garden layout. But before I could do that, again, I have to wait a year before I could do anything out in the garden. All I can do is cut the grass and put a washing line up, as you can see behind me, and also the bird feeder. Simple, easy things to put in the ground, didn't they? Well, that is where I'm at. I have been putting some thought into my railway. Obviously, demise of a 22-foot by 12-foot model railway. And yes, me and my brother spent a whole day taking it apart, saving all the point motors, because as you guys know, I use a DCC Cobalt IP digital point motors. So all of them have been saved, all my electrical blocks have been saved, all the wiring has been completely recycled properly, so that's all gone down to the council tip. All the track has been recycled, again it's gone to the council tip, been put into the metal, took all the rails off, separated the plastic from the metal, all gone into the relevant places. and also all the wood has been recycled at the tip. What is the future plans for Chelmswood Junction and this channel? Well, Chelmswood Junction will come back, not as big as it was. At the moment I'm thinking of doing a 8 foot by 2 foot layout. It will be a end-to-end, something along the lines of a depot. I did have an exhibition layout many years ago, and thankfully I found some pictures of it, and there's also a video of it on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to try and mimic the track work and try and alter it a bit to make a 8 by 2 board. It will be a layout that can be dismantled, so it'll be in 2 sections of 4 by 2. It will live in the house, but also, seeing that I do have a relatively nice garden and a driveway, I can quite easily make the layout that I can take it outside on a nice sunny day. So again, I just want to apologise for being quiet on my channel, and I wanted to update you on what's been going on. Yes, I was gutted to lose my layout, but it has done me a favour actually. It did get to the stage where I did get modeller's block and I didn't know where to go with the layout. I had a upgrade for the main lines underneath the town scene planned, but obviously now I had to move. Obviously the railway's completely gone, so all the stuff that I've saved, I've still got all my locomotives, I've still got all my rolling stock, got my controller, everything. All I need, I've got a brand spanking new box of 25 yards of Pico Code 100s. But I'm going to learn from my mistakes with Chelmswood Junction. The mistakes that I've already learned is the track was directly pinned to the baseboard. This time I'm going to be putting cork underlay under the track. I did notice, without it being cork underlaid, that when I ballasted the track, the sound from the trains running was amplified. There was a lot of vibration, a lot of noise, and if I was doing a running session, I actually had to raise my voice and virtually had to shout to do a recording for you guys for a video. And it also, if you do watch me running sessions, you will actually hear the difference between the trains running on track that wasn't ballasted and the sound that you get from when the train was going over track that was ballasted. There was a massive difference. Again, I am glad that Chelmswood Junction has gone. It was a very big layout, and I should not have taken a massive layout like that on my own. That kind of size layout is good if you've got, you know, a couple of sons or a couple of daughters, you know, that are really into model railways like yourself, and you know, you can work together and you can get a lot of work done, you know, with 2, 3, maybe 4 of you doing it. Obviously, yes, you know, my wife and my young daughter do help me. They do push me to do more on the layout, or well, to do more on the layout when I had it. They always gave me the encouragement, and they are still, I mean, my wife today, she said, "You're lost without your railway," and I was like, well, yeah. And we've done the move, and not only that, I've not only had to do my move, my mum also moved from Dagenham in Essex, and she moved back to my hometown of Plymouth in Devon. So I had to deal with 2 moves in a week. Now my mum moved Monday just gone, and that was the, I believe, the 5th or the 6th. If I remember rightly, hold on, bear with me 2 seconds. 10th, 9, 8, 7, yep, it's the 6th. And I actually moved between the 31st of August and the 5th of September. So I've had 2 moves in a week, basically. Again, a great big thank you to my brother Matthew, who helped me with my mum's move. Without him, I couldn't have done the move. And a great big thank you to Sharon, Rob, Amanda, Matthew and Liam for helping me move from my old place in Chelmswood Woods to my new home where I am now, just on the outside of Shirley. It's a couple of junctions down the M42 from where I was living. So looking forward, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to keep rambling on. It's probably getting a bit boring for you guys watching this. Chelmswood Junction will be back, but a smaller version, but I'm hoping a better version. So I'm going to end this video now, guys. A great big thank you to everybody that's helped me in the past few weeks with my move and my mum's move. Thank you guys for staying with me and making my channel as big and as strong as it is. I never thought I'd get to 1,000 subscribers, and it's down to you guys that I got to that stage. So a great big thumbs up, and thank you for helping me. If you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, there should be a link coming up here and here. Until the next video, which hopefully should be a review, because I may not have a layout, but I've been shopping, so I've got some videos in the pipeline, and hopefully soon we'll have a layout up and running again. So until that time, guys, take care of yourselves, protect your loved ones, but above all, happy modelling, and bye bye from Chelmswood Junction.